What's up, guys? How's everyone doing today? Quick little, let me move this over here. Really quick YouTube video today. Speed running the picks for the fight that starts in 40 minutes. And then while I'm doing that, I'm gonna make sausage, peppers, and peppers. All right. So first fight, we've got Ketlin Souza versus Ariane Carnelossi. Both very big. I'm angry and ugly. Very like aggressive women in the strawweight division. Both. Hold on. This is going to be difficult. Both. No, they're not debuting in the UFC. What am I talking about? That's the next fight. I'm picking Ketlin Souza by decision. I'm not even going to be watching that fight. This is the one I'm going to be watching. Jesla Chavez versus Yunesi Dubin. Yunesi Dubin 0-1 in the UFC. Jesla Chavez, she's like 5-0 professionally. And I'm picking Jesla Chavez. Some think she lost her fight on the Contender Series. And I watched a little bit of it, but from what it looked like, she was just throwing down. Like, didn't care what happened. She just wanted to throw hands, and it went in her favor. Like, she's very good. She's very powerful for being 115 pounds in the women's division. And she, I think, is going to win by decision or knock out Yunesi Dubin. I know that's crazy, women MMA knockout. That doesn't happen all too often, but I definitely think it could be the time tonight. Yeah, I'm picking Jesla Chavez by, if you want to bet money, don't bet it on this fight. But if you're feeling risky, bet Jesla Chavez by second round TKO. Moving on, Jordan Levitt versus Joe Anderson Brito. Jordan Levitt, very grappling heavy, moving down to featherweight after beating Yardier Del Val. Moved down to featherweight to beat Yardier Del Val, or the one guy that was in the whole scandal, the betting scandal a couple weeks in, was it in like November, October, something like that? I could be completely wrong. But Yardier Del Val beat him, smudged him. Joe Anderson Brito famously hates Dan Ige for no apparent reason. And I think Joe Anderson Brito is going to lose. I think Joe Anderson Brito is going to lose by decision. I think Jordan Levitt is just too much. It's going to be like maybe he improved his wrestling. I don't know. But I think it's going to be like Pat Sabatini. I think it's going to be like the Pat Sabatini fight where he just can't do it. You know, like he just can't deal with the grappling. It's too much for him. He's going to get out-grappled and smudged for the better half of 3 rounds. Be right back. I got to grab olive oil. Dana, this is your sign to oil up. Dana. Next fight, Jordan Levitt by decision. Moving on. Priscilla Cachoeira versus Chelsea Chandler. Two slightly famous women's bantamweights who are famous for the wrong reasons. Priscilla Cachoeira is the girl that, I think she's the one that did the eye gouging. She was like getting her back took and getting choked out. She'd reach back and stuck her thumbs in the girl's eyes. If she's not the victim, which I don't remember, I can't lie. I don't remember if she's the victim or not. But if she's not the victim, why? If she is the victee, why is she in the freaking UFC, bro? Like, that's not cool. That was completely intentional. There's no argument for it or argument against that it wasn't intentional. That's just messed up. And Chelsea Chandler ran away, like just straight up ran from her opponent after getting hit hard. I believe it was Norma Dumont that hit her and like rocked her, and she famously ran away from her. But Priscilla Cachoeira versus Chelsea Chandler, strangely close fight for women's bantamweight. I'm picking Chelsea Chandler by decision. I know that this is very low level and whatnot, and this, that, and the third about Chelsea Chandler running away and Priscilla Cachoeira being unprofessional and not like a good fighter. Yes, but I think Chelsea Chandler can outstrike, outgrapple, out everything Priscilla Cachoeira for the better half of 3 rounds. I think it's going to be a 29-28 decision between her going towards Chelsea Chandler in her favor. Priscilla Cachoeira just doesn't have the weapons to beat Chelsea Chandler. Moving on. Bruno Silva versus Edgar Chairez. Pretty good fight in the men's strawweight division. Men's bantamweight division. Sorry, my dog. Edgar Chairez, industry plant, huge industry plant. We all know he fought on the Sphere card, and I think was that when he lost to Joshua Van? I don't know, but he lost to Joshua Van. Lost to someone else probably. Just recently beat Felipe Bunis a couple months ago. UFC Mexico, Moreno versus Kavanaugh. And I think I'm going to pick Bruno Silva by like crafty round 3 TKO. Because like he beat Hyung Sung Park, which was he on steroids? I don't know. Yes, probably. But he still beat Hyung Sung Park in a fairly similar fashion to the way that Tetsuro Taira beat him. Yeah, sorry. I'm just being a chef. And, oh, bro, who is here? It's my mom. I'll cut this part out. But yeah, I've got Bruno Silva by round 3 TKO. He's got really good front kicks to the body. I think he's very powerful enough to whoop up on Edgar Chairez, enough to make a stoppage in the 3rd round. I'm gonna pause. Okay, we're back. Yeah, Bruno Silva, round 3 TK, round 2, round 3 TKO, body shot TKO. Marcus McGee versus John Giannis. So Marcus McGee, we all know him. He fought Peter Yan on the Abu Dhabi card, like October, maybe? Whenever Rainier de Ritter fought Robert Whittaker. But Marcus McGee lost 29-28 like everyone else does. It has not been back since, but I know that there was this used to be someone else. I don't remember who, but John Giannis is coming in on short notice, but not like really short. Kind of like Ian Gary versus Shavkat short, like 4 weeks. But oh yeah, it was Jacob Wicklash. That's who it was. It was Jacob Wicklash. But anyways, yeah, Marcus McGee fought Peter Yan. Great boxing. Hasn't got a finish. Well, he beat Jonathan Martinez by decision. I think his fight before that was decision. I think he's going to finish John Giannis. Him and John Giannis is a like kind of decently low level UFC fighter. He's 1-1 in the UFC. He lost to Austin Bashi by submission in his debut, and then beat some other random by decision recently. And now I think he's going to lose by decision to Marcus McGee. Yeah, Marcus McGee by decision. 30-27, maybe a 30-26. I think Marcus McGee is like a lock on this card. Moving on. For some reason, above that fight, Matt Schnell versus Alessandro Costa. Do you guys like the ASMR? Matt Schnell got knocked out by Steve Erceg and then got 6-7'd on. Or wait, Joseph Morales. Maybe that was Alessandro Costa. I don't know. One of them got 6-7'd on by Joseph Morales, and my mom just looked at me weird, but he literally submitted him and then did the 6-7 thing. Thank you. And Alessandro Costa is going to knock out Matt Schnell in the 2nd round. There's no two bones about it. Matt Schnell, he's 1-7 in his last 8. Tony Ferguson type downfall, guys. I just don't see Matt Schnell going much farther than he already has. Alessandro Costa by knockout, whatever round he wants. Light heavyweight bout. Iwo Baranowski versus Junior Tafa. Give me 2 seconds. Iwo Baranowski versus Junior Tafa. Iwo is very popular right now. He came into the UFC, had a great, insane 2.5 minutes with Ibo Aslan. Ibo versus Iwo, I know, right? And then knocked out Austin Lane. Is that on the England card? The London card? Might have been on the London card. But, yeah. Dude, Junior Tafa is too big of an underdog. He is way better than people are giving him credit for. Specifically in this matchup. Junior Tafa is a glory kickboxer. He doesn't lose by knock. I take that back. He doesn't often lose by knockout. He'll lose by submission or decision on the ground. Like, Iwo Baranowski is this mythical judo black belt that we've never seen him use at all. And I think that's just going to lead to him getting all this hype, and then he's going to get knocked out by someone like Junior Tafa because they don't pay attention to the fact that Junior Tafa is a world-level glory kickboxer and only loses when he gets taken down. He has no ground game. He has one good takedown defense moment in his fights, and then he gets taken down and sub. But I'm taking the underdog, the plus 300 underdog here in Junior Tafa to knock out Iwo Baranowski in the pocket in the 1st round, and then get a step up and get slimed out. Moving on. Brass Mitchell, brother. Brass Mitchell by submission. I've got, dude, Santiago Luna. Everyone is talking about how he's got all this knockout power. Oh my gosh, Bryce Mitchell's not strong enough. Bryce Mitchell had some of the best jiu-jitsu and strength at featherweight before he came down after getting whooped up on by Gene Silva. But that's besides the point. Gene Silva's a freak. Bryce Mitchell is going to take down Santiago Luna, smudge him for the 1st round, do absolutely nothing, And then once he's tired, he's fresh in his careers. Bryce Mitchell has fought Ilya Taboria, Josh Emmett. I just named 2 of his losses. Dan Ige, freaking Chrome Gracie. He knocked out Chrome Gracie. Granted, it was with a slam, but like he has one of 3 twisters in the UFC. He has one of 3 twisters, and I think Santiago Luna can't handle him. I think 8-0 means, is he 8-0? Hold on. I think 8-0 means nothing. I don't think 8-0 means a single thing in this. Bryce Mitchell was undefeated when he fought Ilya Taboria. Or wait, I think he was. But anyways, Bryce Mitchell by rear naked choke or like head and arm triangle or something like that in the first round, second round. He out wrestled and out grappled Said Nurmagomedov, who's this like huge bantamweight wrestling Dagestani freak. Like that's, and he's got the height advantage. He doesn't have the reach advantage because this guy's like a short, chuddy little boxer. But anyways, Bryce Mitchell by sub in 2. Moving on. Huge. I think this has fight of the night potential. For SCM versus Tom Nolan. For SCM, a little bit about him. He came into the UFC, went 2-2, got subbed by Terrence McKinney, and now he's on this like huge like 7 or 8 fight winning streak. Tom Nolan came to the UFC, lost his was it his debut? Maybe it was, I don't know. I think it was his debut. And then went on this again huge winning streak and just submitted Charlie Campbell, which is I think it's a pretty good win. I do think Tom Nolan can win. I just don't think he's gonna do what it takes. I think for SEM is facing someone bigger than him, maybe not stronger than him, but longer than him, better in the clinch, not better, good in the clinch, like big, huge Jalen Turner like striker. And I think that okay, I take that back. Tom Nolan by decision. Tom Nolan's gonna outbox him, out kickbox him, beat him in the clinch. I think for SEM is gonna. I don't like to use the term project. I think for SEM is gonna get shown levels. He beat like Mike Davis. Nazim Sadikov is a good win, but he beat Mike Davis, Nazim Sadikov. Took Mike Davis to decision, by the way. Knocked out Matt Favola, knocked out Nazim Sadikov. But other than that, he's taking these guys to decisions. Like, I think Tom Nolan can outbox him, outstrike him, and get the dub by a close decision. Okay, moving on. Co-main event, strange matchmaking, but you know what? I don't even care. Brendan Allen versus Edmund Shabazian. Brendan Allen, he is repping 3 different countries coming into this fight. Canada, USA, and Brazil. It's good, by the way, guys. Anyways, Brendan Allen just beat Rainer de Ritter by, I guess, like elbowing him and grappling him for no reason, and then Rainer de Ritter just quit. But then again, he had a lot of fights in a short amount of time, but lost to Nasruddin Imavov, got knocked out by Sean Strickland. Anthony Hernandez beat him, but he's got good wins. Like he beat Marvin Vettori. He beat Chris Curtis. It was close, but Chris Curtis lost. And Edmund Shabazian, I don't know much about him. I do, but I don't. Edmund Shabazian took Andre Petroski to a decision, got GM3'd by GM3, subbed by GM3. I just can't trust him. He looks amazing in the first round. Do not get me wrong. He looks great in the first round, but I just don't think he can do it. I don't think he can outwork Brendan Allen after the first round. And I think if Brendan Allen survives the first round, which there's a good chance he can't, let's be real, but I think I've got Brendan Allen by like round 3 submission, like rear naked choke, something like that, you know? I've got Brendan Allen by sub in 3. Moving on. What? I did not know the odds were this close. I thought Bilal was like a plus or a minus 200. What in the world? No, dude. If you want to bet on anything, bet on this. Bilal Muhammad you want to make $1 million? You want to make $1 million? Bet like 10 grand on Bilal by knockout. You can become a millionaire tonight. I think Bilal is incredible, like an insane amount better than Gabriel Bonfim. Bilal, okay, everyone talks about, he lost to these guys. He lost to Jack Della Maddalena, which granted isn't aging the best, but he lost to Ian Gary, JDM, Jeff Neal when he was early in his career, Luque early in his career, and then like probably someone else that I can't think of. He knocked out, okay, this is always like a joke to everybody, but he knocked out Sean Brady, outstruck him on the feet. We've seen how good that win aged. And Bilal is good enough to take Bonfim into deep waters like Nicholas Dalby did. Nicholas Dalby, I don't remember what it is. Nicholas Dalby took him into deep waters, got him out of round 2, and then just TKO'd him, right? TKO'd him against the fence. That's his one loss. That's not a good loss to have. Not a good loss to have. That's like That's like what's his name, Edmund Shabazian having GM3 on it as a loss. It's just not a good look. Bilal's gonna knock him out in the 4th round. I think Bilal, if he stays on it from the beginning, like good like the Leon Edwards fight, I think he can TKO him because Leon Edwards has a good gas tank. Who else? Gilbert Burns, good gas tank. Wonder Boy, all right, gas tank for 3 rounds. Bonfim is gonna gas out. He's gonna like shoot in, gassed out, looking for something, a takedown, something. Bilal's gonna reverse position, start dropping his hands, and they're gonna have no other choice but to stop it. Like there were times, and like he lost to Wonder Boy. Let's all be real. Bonfim lost to Wonder Boy. Bilal arguably could have had a TKO on his record added in the Wonder Boy fight. Who was I watching this morning? On the way to take my test this morning, I was listening to MMA Guru talk about the Wonder Boy fight between the two of them. I watched it and I watched it back, and there are moments where it could have been stopped in the Bilal versus Wonder Boy fight. Bilal was raining down punches on him, and they just didn't stop it because they knew it was Bilal. Like Bilal has pillow hands, whatever. He's not really hurting anyone, blah, 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 blah. No, they're going to have no other choice but to stop it in the Bonfim fight. I think Bonfim is going to lose. I think Bilal is going to win 25-5. Bilal in foe. Bilal by TKO in round 4 or 5. Become a millionaire and give me like $100. Anyways, thank you all for watching. If you guys want to see what I was cooking earlier, this is what it doesn't look very good. It's kind of basic. It's just peppers and sausage. But I have an interview scheduled, like for real. His name's Joshua Oxendine. He's a BKFC fighter. He fought just a little while ago. He's fighting again in July. I'm going to be interviewing him. We're going to be talking about the UFC, talking about a whole bunch of stuff. Please tune in. I'll probably drop the interview Tuesday or Wednesday. You guys stay safe, be smart, have fun. Send me money if you bet and win. Bye, guys.